What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys are aware, the latest rumor is that Keeping Up with the Kardashian star Kylie Jenner is dating actor Timothee Chalamet. Let me just go on the record and say that I think it's fake. I think it's a stunt. I think it's a PR relationship. There's just no way on God's green earth, in my opinion, that Timothee Chalamet would be interested in Kylie Jenner, or even vice versa. I just do not see it for either of them. They just give off completely different vibes. I just cannot picture them like really, connecting with each other like that. Like when you go through the rundown of Kylie's relationship, who are her exes? Rappers like Tyga, who got with her when she was allegedly underage. Then she's got Travis Scott, who can barely put together a sentence and always seems like cracked out of his mind. Timothee Chalamet, by contrast, is bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and multilingual. He just seems like on a different league to Kylie, and what she's used to dating. And then, on Timothy's kind of thing, like, I don't really know who he's been dating in his life, but I just cannot see Kylie Jenner like fitting into it. I would see Kendall Jenner before I could see Kylie with being Timothee Chalamet's type, but I digress. So here's the thing: it's one thing to not really see it for them as a couple or to see it as a PR relationship or whatever, but sources close to him, quote unquote, are going to the press and claiming to be warning him from dating Kylie. So they are blaming it on the ever so present Kardashian curse. Like this has been something that they've been accused of carrying ever since the very beginning when, like, for example, Kim was dating Reggie Bush. I personally think it's a misogynistic thing to say, so I don't support the idea of a Kardashian curse, but I digress. So here's some excerpts from the article from Radar Online. And I quote, "Every guy who dates or marries one of the Card Jenners winds up on the scrap heap, wondering what happened to their reputation and career," said a source. "Timothee has a bright future. Getting involved with Kylie can lead to everything going up in flames." The Kardashian Jenner family, they don't choose the most upstanding, like stable people in the first place, right? Like Kim, who she got with Kanye West, who had already been known to be very volatile and mentally ill. And then Chloe got with Lamar Odom, who already had a drug problem, and he grew up with a father who was an addict. Well, his father didn't even raise him. He already had family issues that way. The list really does go on. So to blame these men's inevitable issues on these women, in my opinion, is simply unfair. And so the source is also adding on, and I quote here. So, as I go a little bit further into the idea of this alleged Kardashian curse, look at Kanye West, Caitlyn Jenner, Tristan Thompson, and Chris Humphries as examples of the so-called curse. Well, like I said, Kanye West was mentally ill already, and he was not taking his medication as prescribed. And then Caitlyn Jenner, I don't really understand. Like, Caitlyn Jenner is just like a hardcore Republican, which is quite ironic given Caitlyn, what, the journey that Caitlyn's gone through. But I wouldn't blame that on the Kardashians. Tristan Thompson, otherwise known as Trash Can Thompson on this channel, what is there to blame the Kardashians on? He just cheats on women. What does that have to do with the Kardashians? Are they forcing him to cheat on women? Do you think Chloe told him, "Hey, I am 9 months pregnant. Go cheat on me. Caused me so much trauma that I give birth to our child early and put her health in risk"? Or what about the second? What about this? Why don't you go impregnate a groupie while the two of us, we work on creating a baby via IVF? You know how humiliating that would be? Chef's kiss, perfect. Like, people are not using common sense when they try to blame the Kardashians for stupid decisions that stupid men are making. Chris Humphries is another one. He was not really notable as a basketball player. No one had heard of him before he got with Kim Kardashian, and now that he's no longer with her, no one's heard of him again. So what does that have to do with them? Like, it's just so ridiculous. But anyway, let's continue on with the quotes. "Every one of those guys left their relationship with a Jenner worse off than they arrived. Kanye is a walking train wreck. Caitlyn is desperately seeking attention, has been, and Chris and Tristan are both out of the NBA and jeered every time they walk into an arena." I think that Tristan is booed because of his own disgusting decisions, and he deserves that. And Chris, no, is he even playing basketball? I had no idea he was still in the league. I don't think people care enough to boo that man. So let's keep it real. And then back to Caitlyn. Okay, Caitlyn is desperate for attention, Republican, who's anti-trans and anti a lot of the LGBT community, right? What does that have to do with them? Again, Caitlyn abandoned Caitlyn's kids before joining the Kardashian family. Is that their fault as well? Or is that, this grown ass person's fault? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, you guys, there you go. That's the tea. Apparently, Timothee Chalamet's friends. And here's the thing: I get it. If Timothee Chalamet's friends are like, "Stay away from that girl. Look at her trashy ass family. Like that family is so ratchet. Like you don't want to be associated with it." And then they go and then they plant stories about their significant others. Like to me, yeah, that is acceptable criticism. You know what I mean? It's not blaming women for men's decisions. It's calling out women for their own decisions, because it's one thing we know about them for sure. They plant stories all the time for relevancy, and they will plant stories about their significant others. To me, that is worth warning your friend about, not this made up, BS. But I digress. Let me know what you think about, first of all, Timothee and Kylie allegedly dating. Do you think they're truly dating, or do you think it's a PR relationship? And if you don't think they should be dating, is it because of the Kardashian curse, or is it simply because, another reason? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.